But last statement of the week, Alex, especially after a embarrassing loss on Monday Night Football, a poor performance, and they're sitting at the Seahawks are sitting 3-8. First time, just the worst that Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll's had, just in terms of records, in terms of performance. It's just been a mess there in Seattle. But with that being said, Alex, both Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, who of course is on contract season, are leaving the Seahawks after this year.
I'm going to buy this statement, and it's mainly because I think Pete Carroll needs to retire. He needs to go away. Maybe go work at I don't know, Orbit or something like that, or Juicy Fruit. Just chomp on gum all day long.
Just a gum tester.
Yeah, just a gum tester, quality control guy. And so I think he is. I think he's run his course there. It's one of those guys where he has been a mainstay there for the last 10 years. He's won a Super Bowl, went to another one, got good playoff success. But things are just getting a little sour there. And I think it's similar to, kind of what happened with Bill Cowher in the fact that, he went out on his own terms, but things just got stale there. And when things get stale, it's really hard to turn that whole ship around. And especially when you don't have your quarterback, Russell Wilson, that's really rowing the boat with you, it's just an impossible situation. And if I were him, I'd be over it too. I'd be like, okay, I've had a good fun time here, but it's about time for me to hang it up. And I think on the Russell front, they already have their next solution at quarterback. Geno Smith's won more games than Russell Wilson in the last almost in this year. So
he didn't look bad in those games.
No, I mean,
either.
obviously I'm kidding there, but Russell Wilson he needs to go somewhere else. I don't know what's going on with him right now. He's missing throws atrociously bad. I mean, he's overthrowing. I think he overthrew Gerald Everett 5 times yesterday.
What's funny about that in the first quarter, like on one of the early drives, he absolutely overthrows Gerald Everett and looked awful.
On the left, right? Left flat.
Yeah, but later in that quarter, he hits a perfect pass to the end zone to Everett. Like,
doesn't make any sense.
It's not like Russell Wilson's a bad quarterback. Obviously, he still has it. He's still a really good quarterback. He just needs to find some consistency again.
I think it's partly injury related. I think it's also he's just a little over it. He doesn't seem like he's got that same, Russell Wilson. Right. I'm gonna, motivate everyone and clap in everyone's
He's had a losing record since he filed to trademark "Let Russ Cook."
Yeah, he's also that finger there. I know he hurt it, but at some point you can't use it as an excuse when you're playing on it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my frustration with him right now.
And here we go, Alex. Call me Homer again this show, but a team that's looking for a new quarterback and is going to be looking for a new head coach next year. The Denver Broncos. Come on into Denver, both of you guys. I'll take you. I'll take you both.
I don't know if they can coincide together.
At least Russell Wilson. I'll take him. I'll be a happy camper if the Broncos sign Russell Wilson. Just pay him what he wants. Please. They have a good amount of cap space. Ooh. I think either, honestly, because it's an improvement on what they currently have.
Would you think that it would be possible to get an older coach than Vic Fangio? Is he older than him? He might be.
Yeah, if you can believe it, it someone throws you off, but Pete Carroll is 70 years old.
It's crazy how old he is.
Yeah. So, I didn't really realize that until you look it up, and he does not act like a 70-year-old. That's for damn sure.
No.
Because that dude's Aaron Jenkins hell, and Vic Fangio is only 63 years old. So obviously
he carries himself like an 86-year-old, and Pete Carroll's out here running around like a 50-year-old, just running around and
looking like Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, and then Bill Belichick, he's that coach that he looks his age. Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like he could be 20 years old and act like a 6-year-old. It's impressive as hell. His son, I mean, we saw that with the son on the sideline. They're the same. I
mean, Bill came out of the womb mature. And he came out of the womb knowing how to handle a press conference and be professional.
And he came out of the womb in sleeveless hoodie.
And Steve Belichick just came out of the womb with his tongue out.
What a family that is.
What a family. Royalty. Football royalty.
You love it. You absolutely love it. But that's going to do it for this week's Buy or Sell. The Patriots, maybe not Super Bowl favorites, at least not yet. Joe Burrow is definitely the best quarterback in the AFC North. And Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, might be finding a new city to call home starting in 2022.